Up+Adam.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Up+Adam with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up+Adam with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Thursday, what a quick week this has been, huh? Thanks for being Up+Adam. My name is Adam Montiel. This summer, you've heard us talking about it. We're digging in today. San Luis Obispo's social calendar, it's about to get a serious splash of pink, and for a great purpose. We're talking about Pink Drank, happening Saturday, July 12th at the iconic Elks Lodge in San Luis Obispo, the Elks Pool, more specifically. Picture over 30 of SloCal's hottest brands, wine, beer, cider, spirits, craft cocktail producers, taking over poolside, all while guests dressed in pink, sipping on expertly curated bites. Maybe you're hitting up the grazing table, you're dancing to live DJs. It's bold, it's vibrant. Like we've been saying, it's summer serve sexy. And it's all benefiting the Woods Humane Society and the Elks National Foundation. Leading the charge on this vibrant event, a crew of 3. I'm lucky enough to be a part of this committee. And the secretary of the lodge, also on this committee. She's the longtime elected secretary of Elks Lodge 322, Nancy Llewellyn. A role she's held with passion, dedication, and unwavering commitment year after year. Nancy's no stranger to Elkdom's core values, charity, fellowship, community, and all the rest. And she's here to remind us how fun those values can really be. Stick around later. Nancy's going to drop by Up+Adam, dive into what makes Pink Drank more than just a party. It's a poolside party with purpose. All right, first, a July 4th update. Local, a new ordinance from San Luis Obispo County means no fireworks at all, not even the ones labeled safe and sane. That's a shift for one tight-knit community known for lighting up the night. CAL FIRE's Ryan Grebe put it simply with regard to Oceano. They're not allowed under county rules. No more safe and sane fireworks allowed. Man, Brian, got to be a buzzkill, huh? It follows Oceano's shift from the 5 cities fire authority to coverage by county fire services. And while safety's the goal, not everyone's lighting up with excitement. KSBY talked to a couple residents, one, Katrine, who says it's more than just tradition. It's about neighborhood joy. Kids play on the street, the families gather, safe and sane fireworks. They make it fun, they make it special. But not everyone's nostalgic. Another resident, they talked to a guy named Scott, says the real issue isn't the sparklers, it's the, I don't know if this is a quote or not, it's the war zone level illegal stuff. Back in the dunes, sure, but on 23rd Street, homemade fireworks block the road. It's chaos. And CAL FIRE gets it. Ryan Grebe knows it's a tough ask. Quote, we understand the frustration, he says, but protecting lives, homes, and land come first. So this summer, less boom. That's for sure. CAL FIRE says they get it. Quote, we understand the citizens of Oceano are frustrated with this ordinance. They've been able to use safe and sane fireworks in the past. However, our top priority is public safety, especially of life, property, and resources of the county. There you go. Boom. Or I guess not, no boom. All right, now before we jump into our chat with Nancy from the Elks, I love how we can go like yesterday. We have Ziggy Marley on, right? Like multi-Grammy Award winner. And then we go to some local conversation about the Elks. It's been a fun kind of transition. I like that. I hope you do too. I want to thank our friends at Life Elements, new to the Up+Adam in the Morning family, based right here in SloCal. It's a woman and minority-owned company making small batch bath, body, and wellness products that are straight up alchemy. Their CBD relief sticks, absolutely legendary. Their EcoSmart deodorants, game changers, and they're super popular right now. If you're trying to figure out what you want to do with your deodorant, something you can feel good about, but also makes you feel good, yeah, they're officially riding with us now as part of the Up+Adam in the Morning family. Yes, I want you to go to lifeelements.com, but I really encourage you to swing by in person. Meet Martha, meet Kurt. They are great. 7425 El Camino Real in Atascadero. They're in the back right corner of that plaza, Suite O, but you just look to the back right corner, you'll see a big sign that says Life Elements. You can't miss it. And these products work. And yes, I believe it's the science because they work, but I also believe it's the good people behind them. Support local, feel better, and you got to tell them you heard it on Up and Adam.
It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
All right, with us today, someone who is practically part of the DNA at the Elks Lodge in San Luis Obispo, Nancy Llewellyn, the longtime elected secretary of Elks Lodge 322. And if you know the Elks, you know Nancy. And if you don't, you're about to. She's here to not just talk about this iconic fraternal order that's been serving our community for over a century, but to throw down the details on one of the most electric events of the summer, Pink Drank. Poolside pours, pink everything, and a party with purpose. Let's go, Nancy. It is great to have you. Thank you for being Up and Adam.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Here we are, back ready for Pink Drank.
Yes.
Once again, year number 4. I can't even believe that. So I was live on K News, and then you were there with me too. And that's the second time that I've done a thing, and I've been on the air with them, and I say 4. I'm like, no, it's not 4. Oh my God, it's 4.
It's 4.
Yeah.
I know. And I was telling somebody the other day, because we start planning for this in January, basically.
Yeah.
And by the time it's done, I think you, me, and the lady you fancy go, we'll see you in a few months.
Yeah.
We don't need to see each other. We love each other.
And it's not even so much personally, but we don't go to the Elks for a while afterwards. It feels like there's like a little break that happens.
I don't get to not go, but yes, I hear what you're saying.
I know. It's so interesting because I've been a member now for a few years, and it was one of those things where like a lot of people for a long time told me about the Elks. I didn't quite get it, and you might not get it until you just get there and feel it. And then I was so like, oh my God, I just love it. And what I really love about it is that, you know, there's the certain types of people, just like there is in society and all kinds of civilizations, right? There are that little quotients of people and of our little brethren there. But there, if you really have like a talent or a this and that, you can really kind of explore ways to flourish and volunteer and serve the community. And the Elks is a really fun place to do it.
Yeah, every month during orientation initiation, we have it once a month, and I get to stand up and speak to all the new initiates coming in. Last week, we had 25 new people initiated.
Yeah, Billy Hale's daughter was in there.
Yes. Yeah, what a sweetheart.
She's
so
great.
Looking forward to having her. And
she's coming to Pink Drank.
She is coming to Pink Drank. But I always say, you know, we ask for 12 hours a year of volunteer time. It's not a lot. You could knock that out in 3 weeknight dinners if that's what you so choose to volunteer at. But we have a plethora of opportunities to volunteer. But find something that you really enjoy.
Or create something.
Do you like taking photos? For heaven's sakes, we need a photographer. We need a lodge photographer. We probably need 3 lodge photographers that would divvy up the events and take photos so we can step up our social media, put them in the newsletter. I mean, there's so many opportunities. Do you like to cook? Or do you simply just want to help set up and take down tables? Because we need that too.
Yeah.
There are just... my challenge to them is always to find what is the thing that is important to you that you really enjoy doing and do that.
Yeah. And it's not even like you're being policed about it either. It's like, you know, but that's what we ask because, you know, it kind of fosters this just like, you know, this brotherly love, this benevolence, right, that we talk about. So Pink Drank is one of the many events that you guys will do throughout the year. Of course, your luau has been really popular, but in the short 4 years, I mean, what this, you know, 3-person committee and all the volunteers and really the lodge and then the public does for Pink Drank, it's become maybe one of your biggest events, at least one of all year.
Absolutely. It is. So Halloween, we normally get between 2,500 and 3,500 people that come through.
Damn.
But Halloween is...
That's your haunted house you said.
That's our haunted house,
that's
kids
free
carnival.
To the public.
It's free to the public. So it's a little bit different of an event.
Cool.
The committee takes a week to set it up. They run it for 2 nights and then it gets broken down.
Yeah.
I mean, it is gone in the blink of an eye.
And I know you work on that. That's a big job.
Yeah, I used to. I cannot. I had to officially retire. It just was too much. But so that's a very unique event. That's definitely the largest event we have. It brings out the most volunteers. It brings out the most people from the public. Wow. It's very, very special. It's the largest not charged for, free event, I would say, in 3 counties, which is a great thing to be able to give back. But beyond that, Pink Drink brings more people in than any other event at the lodge, and then I would say the luau is next.
And we're trying to raise money too, so we're raising some money.
To raise money,
and we raised some good money.
Yeah, last year was a net $18,000.
That's incredible,
which is so great.
Yeah, because Woods Humane Society wins, the Elks National Foundation wins, and the Elks, kind of explain where that that real foothold into the community kind of comes from and goes to, because youth activities. We saw backstop at San Luis Obispo High School that we contributed to with Pink Drink, and folks that contributed to. So let's talk about where these funds go to: Veterans Affairs, things like that.
Right. So we have some major charities that we give to. Major Project, which is helping basically physically handicapped children, severely physically handicapped children in the states of California and Hawaii. That's our major project. Elks National Foundation is basically a scholarship foundation, and it's national. So we give to it, and then we get grants back. The more money we give, the more money we get back in grants that we then, like last year, we donated to Grassroots. We donated to multiple different veteran outreach organizations through those grants, and it's basically free money to us. So, and then youth activities is a big one. We put on activities at the lodge for our own members' kids to be able to enjoy, but we also donate, the high school golf team comes and talks to us. The Napomo's robotics team came a couple of years ago. They went to a national and won a national award. So much fun to see these kids coming in, being prepared, talking about their program, talking about what's important to them. Local 4-H groups come in. And so last year, obviously, part of our donation went to the Slow High baseball team. They needed they call it a helmet, I guess. It's part of their batting cage system. Yeah. And they needed...
helmet like what they wear on their head.
Not the helmet like they wear on their head. The big kind of half dome they hit out of.
Right. Like I call it a backstop because I'm old.
Yeah.
But yes.
Well, yeah. And
it's
it's a mobile backstop, so they can really move it.
That's cool.
One person can move it and take it wherever they need to take it. It's really cool. And they basically, when I told them we were looking to donate to them, they said, this is the need that we have. And the day that the new one came in, we had that huge windstorm, and their old one just literally disintegrated and fell apart. The wind picked it up, and it became like an alien out in the back field. Yeah. And so they really were going to be in a pickle of needing a new one. So we were able to do that, and the boys did an amazing job of returning the favor. They came and served at our Valentine's Day dinner. Had a bunch of them all dressed up. They served.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then helped clean up the event, which I was personally grateful for.
Yeah, amen.
And then they're coming to serve at Pink Drink, those boys.
Very cool.
Same boys. They're all excited. And
now, before we get into the event, let's talk about just a lot of the cool things about being an Elk member, especially in SLO. Mm-hmm. One, the scene there is great. You got lunch there. I love going in there for lunch. I can do some work, pound away on the Wi-Fi, and then have a nice, really reasonably priced lunch, quick done in like 15, 20 minutes. I love the bar. Right. The scene there is great. You get drinks that are super reasonably priced compared to every single place where you go on Earth.
It's a 2-for-1.
Yeah, easy. And then the pool. I mean, so many young families love the pool. I remember I was at the Elks for a Pink Drink meeting, I think the day that school ended, and it's just families packed in there. Kids love it. Yeah. It's warm from April to the fall. Yeah. It's crazy. So there's so many little fun little nuggets and things and pluses to becoming an Elk member.
Yeah, we have a little playground back there for the kids. It's a very unique place in that we are catering to people with no kids, people with kids, people with friends, people with no friends. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have something for everybody. Yeah. There's a game room, with a snooker table. If someone knows how to play snooker, that would be a skill that you could bring to the lodge.
Ping pong.
Yeah. Pool, ping pong. We've got about, 15 old school 80s stand-up arcade games. We're just getting ready to move all of those into one room to make it more like an arcade.
Oh, cool.
And so we're really excited about making those changes.
Where are you going to do that? What's the room?
In that, where all the card tables are at.
Oh, yeah.
In the other side of the
That's
game
smart,
room that
yeah.
nobody really uses
Yeah,
anymore.
that's a good idea.
There used to be a standing pre-COVID, everything, pre-COVID.
Yeah.
There used to be a group of old timers that would go in there once a week and have their card game.
Yeah, that's great.
When you walk in, I'm lucky enough to be able to be there at times when no one else is there. And my records room is in the corner of that game room. And sometimes you open up the door to the game room and there is a faint smoke smell because as we know, you know, for many, many years, you were allowed to smoke inside.
Oh my gosh, no
you can
way.
still it's in the brick, but it's very faint.
There's a lot of real feelings around there that are just like, oh man, this is certainly old school, like wood lattice inside.
Yeah.
Wood paneling.
Yeah.
Just certain little things and just some of the wood fixtures, but it just feels warm. It feels like you're at your grandparents' house.
Yeah.
It feels just chill.
Well, that particular building has been there since 1960.
Oh, damn.
But a lot of our original building was down on the corner of Marsh and Morrow, the now Pacific Premier Bank building.
Oh.
If you go into that bank building, they have a whole wall of photos of the first lodge. They've done a really nice job at preserving what used to be there before the bank building. We built that building in 1895. We outgrew it and they tore it down 5 years later and built another one with a third story. And the third story became the Elmo Theater. And that was how they brought money in from the community, was by hosting theater productions
on the third floor.
What
a trip. Wow.
So by about 1950, 1955, it was deemed uninhabitable. And so they purchased the property where we're at right now. But so we've been around for almost 130 years now.
Man.
And when they moved from downtown to what was then called the Portuguese Flats between the cemetery plots, they took great pains in bringing over a lot of the architecture, a lot of the tchotchkes, any part of history that they could bring, they brought with them.
What is the difference between first of all, how long have the Elks been around like a thing? I mean, and what's like Moose's Elks and this and that, these fraternal organizations, like where did they come from in our history?
Yeah, I'm not sure of other ones. I've heard little weird rumors that we became the Elks because something with Hanna-Barbera and the Flintstones, the water buffalo thing.
Yeah, their lodge.
And I heard a story, but I didn't pay too much attention to it, but that's why we became the Elks, because it was something with that the buffalo were already taken and the moose were taken, and I don't know. But basically, it started in 1865 in New York, and they were told that they could not drink on Sundays unless they were a benevolent organization. And so they became the Elks.
That's so just on brand.
I know. And the original group was called the Jolly Corks. And literally their membership card was a cork that they would keep in their pocket.
Oh,
and they'd have to
really?
show their cork in order to be let in.
No way. The Jolly Corks.
Yeah. And so it was a group of basically thespians. It was actors. And they traveled. And that's how the Elks went from place to place.
Oh my gosh.
Is they would travel to a place, do their shows, and plant a lodge. And so in 1865, they're all the way over on the East Coast. So by 1895, 30 years later, they're now in California.
So it starts over there.
Yeah, and actually it did start over there. And when they first came to California, they came to San Francisco, because San Francisco is number 3.
Yeah.
And then San Francisco planted us.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what year San Francisco would plant it. That would be
How
good
many Elks
information
Lodges
to
are
have.
there?
There are right now, there are about 1,800.
And we're 322?
We're 322. We're one of the oldest in the nation.
So that means we were number 322.
We were. And they never replace, they don't recycle those numbers.
Yeah.
Once one is gone, they're gone.
Wow.
So yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of lodges closed down during COVID.
Really, like for good?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They just couldn't, we are like we talked about. San Luis Obispo is a super special lodge. Mm-hmm. We are so lucky to have that pool.
Yeah.
I mean, we have something for everyone there.
Is it a pain in the ass? Is it expensive?
It is expensive.
Is
to
it like
run.
a pain in the ass because one kid could like F it up for everyone?
No, it's we. That would be bad, and we have drained the pool way too many times. But the technology is better. The chemicals are better.
Got it.
We are there running chemicals in that pool to keep it to health code standards 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And when we turn off the heat in late October, we still have to take care of it. We still
All
have
the way to late
maintain it.
October. Well, yeah, you still got it because you got to keep it not dingy and gross. Yeah.
So
it might be cold, but it's
it's cold.
It's still
not.
swimmable.
Yeah. Eventually, when we redo the pool house, hopefully we'll put some solar, and then we can leave the heat on longer. But it's outrageous.
But it's already.
expensive.
I mean, you do it like April to October.
Yeah, the end of October, usually because October is so beautiful for us
true.
around here. April, there's always a debate about April because, April and May, it's when it can be windy, it can be cold, it can be foggy, rainy, and everybody's like, it's April. Let's get this thing going, and I get it.
It's probably super expensive.
It is pricey, but we decided that a few years ago. You know what? Let's just bite the bullet. Let's get
Can
people
you tell me what it is a month?
into the
either?
lodge. Our electric bill during the summer is about $8,000 a month.
Damn.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
And it's that pool. It's got to be the main.
It's the pool. It's
lion's
the
share.
AC.
Of course.
It's,
Yeah, because it's always nice when you go in there. Thank God it is.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go in somewhere. Yeah.
No.
Thank God it is.
No. And we've got a solar project coming up next year, so
Cool.
hopefully we're going to save some money doing that. That'll be really nice. But
All right, let's talk Pink Drank. Fourth year. You can go to Pink Drank, DRANK, pinkdrank.org. Get the lowdown on Saturday, July 12th. We got producers of wine, beer, spirits, cocktails, cider, doing some non-alcoholic stuff.
We are.
This has become a really, really fun event, and I love it because the industry digs it. It's just a great day to let loose.
Yeah. And here's what I love. You see all these people, they come and they're guys coming in matching outfits.
Yeah.
You've got people who, you can see they're intending on sitting in the pool or bringing a chair and sitting in the kiddie pool for most of the day, which is fantastic.
Kiddie pool for the win on that event.
I mean, so much fun.
Yeah.
Sit in a chair. Let your feet sit in
because Christian TG of like Anarchy Wines, he gave me these. Well, he didn't give them. He did this event called, and that's where I got this idea. We were all talking about it. Of Real Men Drink Pink, and he had these pink Adirondack chairs, and for some reason or another, we still have them.
Yeah.
So we just throw them in the kiddie pool,
Yeah.
and it's like they're just perfect enough. You're in the water, you're out. It's just great.
People love it. The
Yeah.
music playing. And what's nice is that you just get to mill around. There's no agenda. We're not stopping you and going, hey, listen to this, listen to this. It's like, do what you want. Go to the grazing table. Go to the silent auction. Go get some permanent jewelry. Go get your picture taken. Just sort of mill around. Go do the wine pull.
Yeah.
You're guaranteed to get a great bottle of wine for $20 at the wine
It's
pull.
going to be worth at least double that. It's certainly going to be more than $20, but it's like the wine pull is a great little. I remember when I first saw that in an event, I'm like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because everyone gets overserved. Everyone gets like over delivered. I bought $20. I went to a great cause, and that bottle was donated, and it's worth $40.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you'll get a bottle that's worth $100.
Exactly. Every bottle of wine that I have received from that wine pool is outstanding.
Yeah,
outstanding.
so rad.
And the vendors that come, they're so generous with their time. They're so generous with the wine that they donate, with what they're bringing. The people that they bring are so excited to be there.
Yeah.
Makes it so much. They're all dressed up. Everyone's in pink and white or teal or what.
Yeah.
It's a colorful, fun, exciting event, and it's the other thing is you're not there for 7 hours.
Yeah.
You're there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Which is plenty reasable time.
Totally.
To be there.
Yeah, I really encourage, because the VIP tickets, first of all, the thing is priced ridiculously, $65.
Mm-hmm.
We thought that was more than fair. Get some people there. But then the VIP, it's just a little bit more. You get a wine pull ticket.
Yep.
So you're walking out with a bottle of wine.
Yep.
And you get there an hour earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a special appetizer.
Yeah.
You're already, you don't have to pay for that wine pool ticket. So you're getting at minimum a $20 return on your $85 that you spent.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense not to do the VIP.
Totally.
Even if you don't want to come until 3:00, that's fine. You don't have to come early.
Still walk away with a bottle of wine.
But walk away with a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
So, we always mix in a few magnums in there.
Right.
I walked away a couple of years ago with one of the magnums that it was the end of the day, and I thought, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Boom. Got
So
it.
good.
I was so excited.
It's so much fun. The silent auction, we get a lot of great businesses stepping up.
We really do.
To bring, and then, you really package these things together, and it's like, wow, you're bidding on something that's got really a ton of things to enjoy.
Yeah, we're trying to create experiences rather than just, this framed jersey from a football player with a signature on it for $450. Well, no, you're going to get a night's stay and some bike rentals and a $100 gift certificate to a really nice restaurant and some wine tasting. And, we sort of package them. So yeah, the prices we end up getting more for each item, but there's so much value in what they're bidding on. Yeah. So you can check out pinkdrink.org. You can also follow, I'll put links to the show notes right to the tickets, but you can go to the Slow Elks website, which is elks322.org.
Easy, elks322.org. And then you got the Slow Elks Instagram, which is Slow Elks.
I think it is. Slow Elks.
I'll put the link in the show notes.
Yeah,
so whatever it is, just go put it's fine. Just go push it. It's going to go to the right place. And we would love to see you. We really would love to see you Saturday, July 12th, 3 to 6. But if you got that VIP, get that bottle of wine and you get in at 2. Yeah, and the $65 is the general admission ticket until July 5th, and then I think the price goes up $10. So it's an early bird.
Really good,
it's still. But yeah, get your early bird in though.
Yeah, get the early bird or go for the VIP. Just go for the VIP.
One thing I thought last year, and I'll be really honest, when we were putting it together and like doing VIP, I was like, I want more people here for the VIP. Mm-hmm. I want more people to mix it up. So I really hope that people take advantage of that. You got the bottle of wine, so many things. And I just love seeing all these wineries come out. So you just hate to like, for that first hour, you got your set VIP people. Yeah. But I want to see it still like bustling and, maybe that's just me. So I'm going to say these names because we got Austin Hope, who's doing a great welcome pour. At Tost, they do the aperitif wine, kind of like your Aperol Spritzes are really popular these days. That's what these guys are into, but they're local. Barton Family Wines, Bodegas de Edgar, Cellar Fermentation. He doesn't even do many tastings. He's got a place that they're opening in Paso. Incredible to have him. Central Coast Brewing, a neighbor right next door. Cuyama Beverage Company. They're coming all the way from New Cuyama for this event. Hubba Wines, Humdinger Brewery, Kelsey C. Canyon, Just Baked Slow. She was like on Chopped or Top Chef. She was on Top Chef. LXV Wines.
I love them.
Yeah, so good. Midnight Cellars. Onyx is coming. Red Door Ranch, Stokes, Signer of the Valley, Love is Bubbly. Timbre, where we're recording this in the Lowbro Studios. Timbre's going to be there. Cereal Wines from downtown Paso. Shale Oak. Slow Cider. Don't think we don't got more stuff than just wine. Tablas Creek. Amazing to have them. Thatcher. Tin City Distillery. They're doing a special dragon fruit like cocktail thing that's going to be incredible. And then Velatus Wines. Look at this is just crazy.
Good.
It's crazy.
So good.
Get in the pool, hang out with us, enjoy some music. Pinkdrink.org. Well, Nancy, thank you so much for all the work that you do with the Elks outside of this. That amazes me because I think what we're doing in here is like, this is enough. But you really have a heart for that lodge and deal with all the ups and downs and hoops and challenges that come with it. So thank you so much. Thank you for your heart for Pink Drink and letting us all collaborate together. We could not do this without you.
Thank you.
And I just love the Elks so much. And let's gear up for July 12th.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah. Thanks for being Up and Adam, Nancy.
Thank you.
Some say life's where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
All right, Pink Drink, DRANK, pinkdrink.org. Tickets just $65. And let me tell you the difference. Someone asked me earlier, the difference between VIP and the regular general admission. The difference in price is $20. You buy them early, $20. $85 for VIP tickets versus $65. Now, why would you get VIP? Two huge reasons. One, you get in 1 hour early. You get 25% more event time. So your event is now 2 to 6 instead of 3 to 6. That's huge. Two, you get a wine pull ticket. Now, what's a wine pull? A wine pull is something that events do for charity often, especially because we live in wine country, where wineries will donate wine, right? So they give it to us for nothing. It's a donation. And then what we do is we sell you a $20 raffle ticket where you get to pick a number and then get a bottle of wine. So you don't know what wine you're getting, but you are getting, first of all, any nice bottle of wine is worth more than $20. So you are getting a bottle of wine worth 30, 40, 50, 60, $100. It doesn't, you don't know. But you're getting a wine that is for sure worth more than what you just paid for it. So either way, it is a win-win-win-win-win. So your VIP ticket comes with a wine pull ticket, which is $20, and you get an earlier. So it's such a no-brainer to get a VIP ticket. You get an earlier, and you're going to walk out with a bottle of wine worth more than the extra $20 that you put in for the VIP ticket. So it's, again, no-brainer status. Would love for you to get a VIP ticket. Regular tickets, $65. Go to pinkdrank.org. Let's go. Okay. Now, we just talked a whole episode about Pink Drink. I got to tell you, if you want to win your way in, you can. Win your way in. Go to adammontiel.com. I'd love for you to buy your tickets again. Always going to a great cause. But if you want to win your way in, I get it. adammontiel.com. That means you can spend more on the silent auction. So I'm happy to send you for free. Get to adammontiel.com, click the link on the homepage, and let's see you at Pink Drink. All right, it is that time of year again. Happy to welcome back on the show Ventu Vineyards, talking about their Friday concert series. We are talking estate-grown wines, killer live music, and that perfect Paso vibe. Whether you're sipping with friends, dancing under the stars, or as the sun comes down, it is a beautiful place to be. Ventu, the wines, award-winning, the scene there. They're pet-friendly. The scene is just so beautiful, picturesque, 360 degrees. Grab your crew, grab a glass, and meet your friends at Ventu Friday. Every Friday, wine, music, good times. That's how they do it. Check out ventuvineyards.com for all the details. Let them know you heard about Up+Adam. And check them out every Friday through the fall. All right, what a show. Tomorrow is Friday. Thank goodness. In addition to Robin from the Woods Humane Society, we'll have some fun chats, a good Friday show. We'll get us into the weekend. This was a quick week. Thanks to Moonshine Collective for original music on the show called Start Again. To you for rating, reviewing, subscribing, and really sharing what we do here with a friend. However you're able to do it, it means a ton. Thanks to our friends at Tamber Winery for giving us the Lobro Studios at Tamber. Taste their wines in the village of Arroyo Grande. Tamber, T-A-M-B-R-E, tamberwinery.com. Have a great rest of your day. Hope this week's been going killer for you. Till tomorrow, I'm Adam Montiel. Thank you for being Up and Adam.
Some say life's where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only the stars